If you're buying real estate in the Toronto GTA area right now, I need you to watch this video before you make your next move, because this could genuinely save you tens of thousands of dollars. See, there's a section inside every Toronto MLS listing that you, as a buyer, will never see on realtor.ca, Zolo, or even House Sigma, or any other app on your phone. Only agents can access it. And inside that section, some sellers are basically waving their hands saying, I need to get out of this property. I need to leave ASAP. Today, I'm going to be showing you that signal, plus 4 others your agent should be watching right now. Because this market has deals in it, but only with certain sellers. Knowing that difference is definitely worth serious money. Everyone knows we're in a buyer's market right now. Inventory's up, prices are off their peak, and days on market are climbing. And of course, you know this. And honestly, a lot of you have been watching the market for years. You wanted in, but the prices kept running up. The rates went up, and every time it felt close, something had changed. I get it, and I've been there, and that was definitely a frustrating few years. But this is the actual moment a lot of you have been waiting for, and I want to make sure you're all well equipped to use it. But here's what most people actually miss in this market. Not every seller out there actually has to sell. Some of them listed, got a reality check of the market, and now they're just sitting there, waiting for their number. And that number might not be realistic, but they're not moving on it. If you're making offers without knowing who you're dealing with, you're definitely wasting your time and leaving real leverage on the table. Some of you can actually see this for yourself. And some, well, they require your agent because they live inside the MLS system and they're not visible to the public. My name is Arain. I'm a Toronto real estate broker, and on this channel, I help buyers and sellers and investors understand what's really happening in the Toronto market so they can make smarter decisions. And if you want to go deeper before booking anything, I put together a free first-time home buyer's guide specifically for the Toronto GTA market. It covers what to look for, what to avoid, and how to approach offers right now. There's a link in the description below. And if you're ready to talk through your specific situation, you can also book a discovery call with me through that same link. All right, let's jump right into it. Signal number 1, broker remarks. I'm starting here because it's the most powerful signal, and most buyers don't even know it exists. See, every listing on the MLS has 2 sets of notes. Number 1, the public description, and that's what you actually see on any app. That can contain anything from renovations to countertops, a backyard, or anything the buyer wants the seller to know about the property. It's specifically written for the buyers. But inside the agent system, there's a section called broker remarks. Now this is agent to agent only. The public never sees it. And because it's agent to agent, people actually get very candid. This is where you're actually going to find things like seller is motivated, must sell, bring all offers, seller has purchased, needs to close by a specific date. This real talk would never happen in a public listing because they don't want buyers knowing they're in a rush. But your agent absolutely knows this, and your agent can absolutely use it. Here's what even makes this more powerful. Inside the MLS, can literally search the word motivated and pull up every property in the search criteria where the word appears in the broker remarks. That is a curated list. This is literally saying sellers who have raised their hand and said, I need to get this done ASAP. If any of those properties match what you're looking for, that is your starting off point. And look, I know a lot of you have been patient, you've done the research, you've watched the market through the years. I want you to actually be able to use this information and not just know it. And that's really the whole point of this. Most buyers have no idea this exists, but now you do. Signal number 2, the possession date. Most listings say something vague for possession. For example, 60 to 90 days, flexible, TBD, that's the standard. And that doesn't really tell us much. But every once in a while, you might see a specific date to keep an eye on. For example, let me just pull some dates out of the air. June 18th, August 3rd, or any actual date on the calendar. When I actually see that, I know what's exactly happening. The seller has already bought something else. They've gone firm on another purchase, and they have to put the closing date into the listing because they have to align the 2 transactions. Basically, they've already committed to another property. Think about what that actually means for you. This seller is not casually testing the market. If they don't sell on time, they're potentially carrying 2 properties and scrambling to bridge finance, or they will be in a genuinely stressful financial situation. The clock is literally on their end, not yours. And that is real leverage. And most buyers walking through that open house have absolutely no idea that they're holding that type of leverage. Signal number 3, price changes. On any MLS listing, you'll see a tag that says PC, which indicates a price change. It means the seller has already dropped their price from where they originally started from. You can see both numbers, and here's what that tells you. A seller who is not motivated does not touch their price. They do not need to. They're comfortable waiting for their number. But what about a seller who's already dropped their price once? Well, they've looked at the market, accepted things aren't going their way, and they've made a move. That mental shift is huge. Once a seller has come down once, they're in a complete different mental space moving forward. More likely to negotiate, more likely to work on your terms. But here's the detail that most people miss. How fast do they drop it? Listed on a Monday, drop the price 2 weeks later? That's a seller feeling the real pressure. Held their price for 6 months and barely moved? Well, that's a different story. The speed of the price change tells you the urgency. Your agent can pull the full listing history. Make sure you use it. Signal number 4, vacant properties. When a property is sitting empty, the seller is bleeding money every single month. Think about it. Mortgage, property taxes, utilities, maintenance fees, it's all going out and nothing is coming in. And those expenses do not stop because the unit is listed for sale. It keeps on going until someone buys it. Now compare that to a seller who has a tenant in place. Rent is coming in, the property could or could not be cash flowing, so they can afford to wait a little bit more. A vacant property is a completely different situation. Every day that property does not sell, it costs the owner real money. And that creates a mindset that is genuinely open on closing timeline and on conditions. I've actually seen this pattern consistently for over 16 years. Vacant properties tend to come to the table with more flexibility. Not guaranteed, but definitely real. If you've been looking at a listing that's been vacant for a few months, that seller has already absorbed some financial pain. They're definitely ready to talk. Signal number 5, commission being offered. The final signal, and your agent needs to pull this one. This one again is not public. In Toronto and the GTA, there's no official standard of commission, but there's a general range most listing agents offer to the buyer's broker when the property sells. Most listings fall in that range. Now, occasionally, you'll see a listing offering above that range, more than what's typical. And honestly, if I'm representing a seller, this is not a strategy I would recommend. If your home isn't selling, lower your price. That's what actually attracts buyers. Paying agents more to bring people through the door is a completely different problem entirely. But when you see it, and you will see it, it's a signal. It means the seller or the listing agent is feeling enough pressure to try something extra. That's definitely not the energy of someone who's feeling relaxed about their timeline. Make sure you file this away as another data point. Before I wrap up, there are 2 things here I constantly hear all the time that I want to correct directly. Myth number 1, long days on market means a desperate seller. Not always. See, some sellers are actually very stubborn. For example, 90 days on the market, they've convinced themselves that the right buyer is still coming. I've actually dealt with these types of sellers. They are not moving or budging on their price. The days on market is a data point, not a verdict. Don't forget to cross-reference this with the other signals we mentioned above. Keep in mind, long days on market plus no price change plus nothing the broker remarks, that's definitely not a motivated seller. That's a stubborn one. Do not waste your time with it. Myth number 2, power of sale properties are automatic deals. A power of sale is when the lender takes over after the seller has defaulted on paying their mortgage and lists the property to recover what it's owed. Yes, the financial institution wants to sell the property, absolutely, but the bank is not emotional and it's not desperate either. It's a financial institution. They want fair market value first and foremost. Financial institutions, well, they're represented by experienced realtors as well, and they move methodically. You can definitely find a good deal on a power of sale, but don't walk in thinking the bank will take anything just because you showed up. It does not work like that. Bottom line, the market has real deals in it, but only if you know which sellers are willing to make that deal with you. These 5 signals, especially the broker marks, are how you find them before anyone else does. If you've been on the sidelines for a while, and I want you to know, the people that I'm seeing getting the best deals right now are the ones who move the fastest and the ones who move methodically for your next move. Let me know in the comments below which one of the 5 signals we just discussed above were you actually aware of and are willing to put in play on your next move. My name is Arain. Thanks for watching.